Let's review the life cycle of a flowering plant. Remember, a cycle is a sequence of events that repeats itself over and over again. A life cycle includes the stages of a living thing's life, from seed to adult. Here is a picture of a seed. Here is a picture of the seed sprouting and germination happening. Now we can see the very small plant called a seedling coming up above the ground. Here is the adult flower. In this case, it's a fully formed sunflower. And this picture shows seed dispersal. That's how new seeds get into the ground and begin to grow. When the flower dies, the seeds fall off and fall into the ground to be picked up by birds or just to stay right where they are. If we look at the chart that we made before about the northern seasons and we look at the section called plants, we can be reminded about how trees are affected by the seasons. In the spring, trees grow new leaves. In the summer, trees grow as they absorb more sunlight. In the fall, leaves change color and begin to fall. And in winter, no leaves live off the energy in the roots. Today we're going to learn about a tree's life cycle. There are certain things on Earth that make life possible. We need water to live, just as we need the air that we breathe. Have you ever thought about where the air that you breathe comes from? The air that you breathe is dependent on or supported by the existence of trees. Without trees, it would be almost impossible for humans to survive on Earth. There are thousands of different kinds of trees in the world. There are towering sequoia trees and tiny dwarf willows. There are noble oak trees and scented pines. They all help to make life possible on this planet. Trees provide us with many things and perform tasks that you might not even be aware of. For example, trees provide us with oxygen to breathe. Trees also take in carbon dioxide through their leaves. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, meaning that if too much of it builds up in Earth's atmosphere, our planet will heat up. Therefore, trees help to manage Earth's climate and keep it livable for us. Tree roots help to fight soil erosion and flooding by holding the soil together and absorbing water from the soil. That means tree roots help hold the soil and ground in place. Finally, we use trees or the wood that comes from trees all over the world for all kinds of things. Can you think of 3 things that the wood from trees is used for? Well, I know that we can make furniture with wood. We can burn wood in a fire. We can create art with wood. There's lots of things that we can do with wood. Let's review the different parts of a tree. Do you remember what the main stem of a tree is called? The main stem of a tree is called the trunk. All the branches of the tree grow out of the trunk. The leaves grow on the branches. The roots hold the tree in the ground. They not only hold the tree in the ground, they help to feed the tree. Roots absorb water and nutrients from the ground. Absorb means to take in, just like a sponge absorbs water. The water and nutrients travel up from the roots through the trunk and into the branches. Do you know why leaves are such an important part of a tree? Leaves are important because they enable the tree to produce food. Tree leaves produce food through photosynthesis, just like the leaves of flowering plants. Another important part of the tree is the outside layer called the bark. The bark protects the tree from outside forces such as heat, cold, insects, and bacteria. Bacteria are very small living things that often cause disease.